Yo guys, what's going on? It's me, the Twitchy Gamer, and we're back on episode 3 of our One Life to Live playthrough as the Macro. Um, in between episodes I've actually changed Gage's look because in my opinion she looks a lot better like this. I'm just waiting, to get the Fragger head, which is my favourite. I am absolutely in love with it. She's wearing a frog hat. And there's not much else I really need to say. It's a fucking frog hat. It is cute as hell. And you don't need to worry, I'm not a weirdo or anything. I'm actually like 20. So I can say things are cute without, hopefully without people thinking I'm weird. I'm not like some 40-year-old guy who's thinking, like, an 18-year-old video game girl is attractive. But, I'm not judging if anyone does think that, but... yeah. Anyway, so I figured I'd think of something to talk about, and we're going to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3, actually. Now, if you're not a fan of Kingdom Hearts, I recommend... well, I mean, if you've never played it, I recommend giving it a go. If you don't really want to play it, I recommend, having a look at some Let's Plays. I'll probably have one up soon of one of the games. But, yeah, it's a really fun game, in my opinion. It's basically Final Fantasy... cross Disney movies, which makes it unique as hell. Oh, we cannot bring Death Trap back. Oh crap. Anyway, yeah, it's a really unique game in my opinion, and yeah, if you haven't checked it out, have a look at the videos. The 2 videos I put up, basically explaining the worlds I want to see and the worlds I don't want to see. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably the most anticipated Kingdom Hearts game for a while. We've actually been waiting a very long time for it to be, we waited a, very long time to, for it to be confirmed. I think it's been confirmed for about 2 years so far, and they're still in development. So, we've actually got some news on it. So far, I think it's been confirmed with the worlds that we are getting. We are getting basically Hercules World, which is Olympus. We're getting Tangled. We are also getting Frozen. And for the first time, which I wish they had earlier in the games, we are getting Toy Story. Which in my opinion is cool because basically when you're in that world, you get shrunk down, you look like a toy, and you're basically fighting along, the toy soldiers and I believe Woody. Because I think Buzz, something has happened to Buzz, I think. Yeah, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But no, I'm really, really excited for it. When it comes out, I will most likely be having a Let's Play on it. But anyway, to just do a bit of a rundown on the game if if you've never played it. Basically, you play as a character who looks like he's from a Final Fantasy game, and his name is Sora. Basically, he's on a mission to, in the first 2 games, to find his best friends Kairi and Riku, which are also essentially Final Fantasy characters. But anyway, he has joined along his adventure with, Donald and Goofy, and Donald is basically a sorcerer and Goofy is a knight. And that, to me, makes it such a fun game because, with everything that's going on, you've got, Donald and Goofy with you, and it's funny. I mean, there are some sad parts in the game which I will not talk about because that is pretty much just spoilers. But there was a part that when I was a lot younger I cried about, and if you have played the game, it was in the second Kingdom Hearts game, you will understand why. You'll be able to know what I'm talking about straight up. But no, it's actually pretty cool. So basically all the worlds are invaded by an enemy called the Heartless, which is pretty much a person or being that has basically gotten their heart, taken out of them, pretty much. And they become a Heartless. And, I mean, it's pretty basic enemies, I guess. But yeah. So, it's a very fun game. It's a really good RPG. It's just the whole going to different Disney worlds is so much fun in my opinion. My favorite world is actually the Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Woods world. Now, don't ask me why. Like, you know, I'm just basically, I'm a big fan of Winnie the Pooh. Yes, I know I'm 20, but I used to watch Winnie the Pooh as a kid all the time. I had like, I think one video tape of it, of his old TV show, and I used to watch that all the time at my nan's place. So, you know, I was slightly obsessed with it, but that's alright. You're allowed to be obsessed with shows when you're a kid. Anyway, so yeah, that is my favourite. There's a lot of more, like, there are other worlds that I do enjoy. For instance, the Nightmare Before Christmas worlds I find really fun. You know, it's all about Jack Skellington, obviously, and I think you got to fight Oogie Boogie, and you do a lot of other things in it. You know, the other worlds I can think of off the top of my head, we've got the Lion King. That's a pretty unique world, as you turn into a lion, pretty much. And I believe Donald turns into just like a bird, and Goofy turns into a turtle for some unknown reason. Don't ask me why. I literally have no clue. But anyway, yeah, so... And, oh, I've just lost my train of thought. What were we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, yeah. Anyway, so... there's a few worlds that I would really want to see, but I don't think I'm going to see one world in particular, which is the Treasure Planet world, pretty much. I think they have confirmed that they're not going to have that. I'm not 100% sure if they've confirmed it or not, but I am actually fairly upset about that because I love that movie so much. But yeah, other worlds they've got, you know, they've got Peter Pan, so you go to Neverland and you can actually fly in that. You fly with him. Who else? What else is there? There is, oh, I'm really struggling to think. Well, there is Hercules, as I mentioned, that's going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's been in, I believe, every Kingdom Hearts game to date except for Dream Drop Distance. And 0.2, but I don't really think we should count 0.2 as a full game because it's really not. There is... Oh, I'm really having trouble thinking of what there is. There's Milan. There is Cinderella in Birth by Sleep. There is... Oh, God, I'm really struggling. In Birth by Sleep, there is also the Seven Dwarfs. I'm not a big fan of that level. I'm not a big fan of Birth by Sleep at all. I think, you know, that you don't actually fight Heartless in that. You fight a thing called the Unburst, which, you know, because Birth by Sleep is actually based before Kingdom Hearts 1. And yeah, it's good because it gives you the whole story on, you know, how Sorabi, you know, got the Keyblade, how Riku got it, and all the shit like that. But yeah, I honestly recommend that if any of you guys were thinking about, you know, playing it or you weren't sure, take my word on this and get it. It is such a good game. It really is such a good game. I believe my best friend constantly gives me shit about the fact that I like it and that I play it. But, yeah, it is a very fun game. If you love Disney movies, you like RPGs, you like Final Fantasy, then you would love Kingdom Hearts. They've actually, they've got, basically, if you don't know, they have got, basically a few versions of each game. They have got the PlayStation 2 version of Kingdom Hearts 1 to Chain of Memories. They've got, I think that's it actually. Then on DS they've got a couple. They have got Recoded, 358 over 2 days, and Birth by Sleep on the 2DS. Which I generally don't like any of them. No, not Birth by Sleep. Dream Drop Distance. I don't like any of them except for Dream Drop Distance. I have played them and they don't really, you know, oh, how do I put it? I don't like them because to me they're not as good as the main console games. But in saying that as well, like Dream Drop Distance, there's a vote. Okay, so basically, oh my god, I'm confusing myself trying to talk. As I was saying, they've got a couple of different versions of each game. Like I said on DS, they've got Recoded, 358 over 2 days, and then Dream Drop Distance. What they then did was they brought out on PlayStation 3 1.5 and 2.5. Now on 1.5 it's got Kingdom Hearts 1 Remix, it's got Chain of Memories, and it's got 358 over 2 days. But 358 over 2 days is not a full game, it is literally just all the cutscenes remastered. One more thing I should mention there was actually the original version of Chain of Memories is on Game Boy Advance. It's basically the exact same game, just it's not you know, 3D obviously. Well, it is 3D for a DS game. It's pretty good. I can't explain how it is. I think it's more like isometric kind of, but you know, I'm not sure if that's how you say it or not. But yeah, anyway, so then on 2.5 they actually had Kingdom Hearts 2 Remix. They had Birth by Sleep, which originally was on the PSP, which I never played on the PSP. And then they had Recoded, which was basically just cutscenes again. Then they brought out Kingdom Hearts 2.8, which contains Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, which is all about one of the characters right after the end of Birth by Sleep. Then they had remastered Dream Drop Distance, and then back cover, which I believe it's like Kingdom Hearts X Unchained, which I believe is actually a tablet game. So it's on you can get it on iPhone, you can get it on iPad, Android, and all that good stuff, I believe. I played it for a little bit, didn't enjoy it exactly, because I don't understand it too much, because it's based before Birth by Sleep. But even though it's based before Birth by Sleep, you know, in Birth by Sleep there were no Heartless. They have Heartless in Unchained, which I don't understand at all. No, it's just, I guess it's just a plot hole, I don't know. Anyway, after 2.8 they released 1.5 and the 2.5 remix, which contains everything in 1.5 and everything in 2.5 all into one bundle on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, I'd recommend, if you honestly you want to, how do I put it? My favorite Kingdom Hearts game is probably Dream Drop Distance. It's a little bit shorter, but you get to play as not only Sora, which in all the games there was only one game where you didn't play. Oh, okay, so basically there was two games where you, okay, there's one game where you do not play as Sora, which is Birth by Sleep, and there is how do I put it? There is one game where or two games where you actually can play as Riku, which is Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance. But as I said before, Chain of Memories is more like a card game more than an RPG, but I mean it has the RPG elements. It is 3D, so kind of is, yeah, it's just not the same as the other Kingdom Hearts games here. I would recommend, if you wanted to play any of them, go for Dream Drop Distance. It's really enjoyable in my opinion, because each world that you go to as each character has a different story to it. So basically there's the Hunchback in Notre Dame, you go there with Sora, and I believe, no, you go there with Riku, and I believe, you know, I really can't, one of them basically you're helping the gypsy woman or whatever, and then in the other one I believe you don't help her or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on how to explain it, but basically each world you go to as Sora and Riku are completely different. The more noticeable one is Pinocchio's world, because I believe in Riku's version of it you are actually in Monstro's belly, which is the whale that ate him and Geppetto. And in Sora's, you're actually in the carnival area, which is called Prankster's Paradise in the game. So yeah, it's really just such a good game series. It is very confusing to get to get a grasp of what's going on and all that. Did we not hoist Claptrap? Oh no. Oh shit. That's not good at all. Oh well, I guess we'll jump back down. Wow. Gotta run through it all fucking again. This will probably be the reason we die, guarantee it. No, we should be fine. Especially with this fire gun. It's fairly decent. Could do with a upgraded one, a little bit better. But, there's nothing we can do about it until we find one. So yeah, as I've said multiple times, if you are interested in playing it, then play it. It's a good game. You get really connected to the characters. At least I had got very connected to Sora. And there's a couple scenes in it and a couple things that happen where you can kind of get upset with, because you've spent that long playing the game. If you don't speedrun it, you take your time and enjoy the story, and you can get very, how do I put it, connected with all the characters. Now I'm going to change this because we need something else to fight Flint with, so we might use this shotgun. But anyway, after we beat Captain Flint, I think I might end it, and that'll be it for the night, because I'm currently extremely tired. It is midnight. It just hit midnight, and I'm ready to sleep, basically. Alright, come on, Flint, let's go. Remember when I first played this, I could not get past Captain Flint. He literally destroyed me so much, which is not a very good thing at all. So I'm just hoping he is not the reason we die on this one life. Now the only problem is he's just up there because he's a little bitch. Did she just call Death Trap babe? What the fuck? That's weird. And it's even weirder when you realise that Gage is actually attracted to Sir Hammerlock, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I just kind of think that's really weird, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, I ain't judging her for thinking, an old man's attractive, but just the whole, I don't know, it's just a very weird situation to me. Oh god, hurry up, reload, quick. There we go. What did we get? Did we get anything? And we got a Thunderball fist, yeah. First go. Oh yeah, I am happy about this. I am very happy about this, in all honesty. Very, very happy about this, especially because, well, we're not even spec'd into shot gauge, which I might actually fix that up. We might actually start spec'ing into it after we get the first, what's it called? The first 5 skills out of the way. After we get these done, we might actually start spec'ing into here. Not 100% sure, because I think we have to go down a little bit to actually start getting into the proper, the proper electric stuff. So yeah, increases shock damage, resistance. Oh, it's just resistance. That just increases it. Yeah, no. So I think we'll just stick here. What level is it? Level 4. Wait, is it level 4? Yes, level 4. That has actually never happened to me before. I've never actually gotten the Thunderball fist off Captain Flint. I've only ever really gotten it off Sparky. What the... Claptrap, come open the door, you prick. What does it even do? Just... Oh. Honestly, I haven't had this gun for ages because I've just, you know, never been really... I think I've gotten it once. From out of all the times, you know, I've tried to farm for it, I've only ever gotten it once, and I hardly used it. I think I just wanted it to have it, and to know that I had gotten it from farming. But yeah, I think the drop... I don't even think it's the fact that it's got a bad drop rate. I think it's the fact that... This is probably going to be the thing that kills me. But I think it's just the fact that it takes, you know, ages to get up to Captain Flint, because after you take the ship, it's no longer up here. It's kind of more over around there. So like what I originally thought was, you go to the ship, you could come here, and then you could just farm him from here. But you can't, which really does suck. But oh well, not much we can do about it really. Well, anyways, people, thank you so much for what. Shut the fuck up, Claptrap. Anyway, thank you for watching. You know, be sure to like and sub, and bring me that good luck so we can hopefully get another legendary very soon. Hopefully off Doc Mercy. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. See yous.